What's going on, you guys? It's Cam coming at you. Monday morning. Kind of just woke up. I felt like I should maybe make a little update for you guys to show you what's going on. So I'm about to take you outside and show you my Clean Explorer. But before that, I want to show you a really sick thing I'm doing. Because this is all... It all happened without, like, unplanned. So, you guys know how I have these, or I wanted these at least. I went to Advance Auto Parts for the first time in like a year yesterday or last night with my girlfriend, and I found these. They light up green. They're for the underneath the front seats, and I got, since I'm not putting two in the back seats because I have a really cool idea of how I'm going to do the back, I ordered one from eBay. I actually ordered like a pack of two for like $4. They're coming out of New York, so I should get them in a couple days. But this isn't the cool part I was dying to show you guys. As I was leaving the store yesterday, I passed a clearance rack, and I found this bad boy right here. It's a Street Glow music interface, and I've seen these like throughout every time I go to that store. I used to see these things going for like $40, and I was like, no, there's no way. It's not even worth it to me. But it was on the clearance rack for $10.65, so I was like, hell fucking yeah, I'm getting this thing. What it does is it's pretty cool. I cut it open last night so I can check it out. You have a little box. It has an on and off switch here, a switch that says music on the left, which means they go to the music, and a switch on to the right, it says light, just to keep a steady light on, and it has a microphone sensitivity slider knob and a power indicator, obviously. And it looks like a decibel meter to tell you how high it's picking up the level of music. And that's not the cool thing. You guys see it has a bunch of outputs on the back here. You could connect 4 lights directly to here and then wire this wire to your power and ground. But look what else it came with. 2 external light connector boxes. You can hook there's like a power and ground wire on each that goes into one of these. So that means like 2 of these are used up. And there's 4 light inputs on each of these little boxes. So that's total 8, plus the last 2 on the box. You could hook up to 10 lights, maybe even more if you connect them up right. But what I'm going to probably be doing is I'm probably going to hook it up to maybe either 3 or 5. I'm not going to tell you how I'm going to connect it up because that's a surprise. You'll see how that goes down. But I can't wait to see how this thing works, and I still have to figure out where I'm going to mount it. It's not really that big. I'll figure out some cool place for it. Looks like screws go up through there and mount right into it. So, yeah, there's that fun stuff. Can't wait to get this plugged in. Make your neon dance to the music. That'll be pretty cool. But I'm not going to connect that box up to any lights that are on the ceiling because that's distracting. I'm going to stick with that box for the floor. And I don't know if I told you in the last video on what I'm doing with the hood LEDs. But I don't know if I'm going to do that yet because I haven't really inspected the hood area yet to see where I'd put them. And I want to inspect it before I show you where I'm putting them. But I went to this car wash in my town the other day. Kind of just opened up a few months ago. And I went to the wash, not the wash with just the pressure hoses. The wash with the, like the things that turn and they brush against your car. So instead of just spraying it clean, I actually got it brushed clean. I did the $6 one out of like the $12 one just because I didn't need the undercarriage, but it came out looking real good. I don't know if you guys can see that, but everything's just looking so good. And yeah, today is the day that I'm expecting my new HIDs to come in, low beams and fog lights, and all new ballasts too. So just remember that the HIDs that are in my fog lights I'm selling off as a kit. It can either come with 10,000K H1 bulbs or 10,000K 880 bulbs. And the 880 bulbs will work with like 893, all that fun stuff. But yeah, I'm just showing you guys how clean this looks right now. Doing a little walk around. Just remember, though, that if you guys know me, you know I like to keep my cars looking fresh 24/7. So you know that in the spring, this thing is going to be in here, and it's going to be getting detailed. And I mean, like, hardcore detailed. I'm going to whip out the orbital buffer, the rotary, all this stuff. Polish up the running boards later, get rid of any rust marks. And, of course, as you guys know, There's a few little paint defects. There's one here, which I'm going to pull off this panel and either look on eBay to see if somebody's parting out a Pearl Limited, or I mean Explorer for them, and just smack a new one on there, or I'll take it off, sand it down, and repaint it. Windows are looking real good. Front, back. On the inside, you guys finally see my pedal covers. Switch for the shift kit. I noticed if you rub the Pearl bezel and this console down here, if you rub where I like painted it, it gets really shiny. So I'm actually impressed that this is probably the best paint job I've ever done on an interior. Of course, there's my head unit, my gauges, mount. New tweeters are coming in on Wednesday. Can't wait. I'm selling these off for like 10 bucks if anyone wants these. These do get super loud before they cut off, but I really just don't like the cutoff. Maybe it's because I'm running such a big amp. And for those of you who want to know, I don't know if you can see this, but my both my amps are gone. The 3600 and the 400 watt. 800 watts still staying in here because that's such an amazing amp. But if you guys remember what I'm doing, in replace of the 400 watt, these are already on order. I got a 600 watt 2-channel for the back doors, and the speakers in the back are 3 ohms, not 4 ohms. So maybe they'll get a little bit louder. And in the back, I got a 200 watt Soundstorm for the little sub, because when I had it hooked up to the 4-channel, trust me, that made that little kicker sub bang so hard. I couldn't even really turn the volume up because the sub would have so much excursion that I could hear it hitting the grill. Hitting this thing. So that's gonna happen later on. I'm gonna be taking this whole panel off to get to the factory sub enclosure, take the amp out, put the new amp in, run all the wiring. I still need to sell these 2 Soundstorm subs, so if anyone wants a pair, I already have 1 pair sold, but this pair I need gone so I can order in my new other 12s. Because what I'm feeling like is I think that the cubic feet is off because the box is too big for just these 2 12s up here. So it sounds a little funky, but when I get the 2 wired in down here, it'll sound real good. I'm not gonna run it until I get my 2 subs down there. Of course, you got my tail lights. For the people asking about the tail lights, no, you don't need to replace your whole tail lights to make them LED. On some, I know on Explorers, you can just pull the tail lights off and there's bulbs behind them. The way you pull the tail lights off, there's screws right there on top and you just pull it off. I need to get a new back windshield wiper today. That's something I'm doing today. And yeah, so that's my ride, you guys. Just to show you how it looks, how she looks in the daylight. Yeah. And for those of you guys who are wondering, because I've had a lot of questions on this, I still am selling a shit ton of parts. As you guys know, if I bolt on anything aftermarket on this car, there's the factory one somewhere in this garage. Like in this garage, I have all this factory stuff from my other Limited, but I also have a gold license plate frame, which I never really used. I got stuff like intake couplers, any wiring from an Explorer that you might need, I probably have somewhere in here. I have 2 full sets of the Ford JBL. You can't really see them. I got 2 sets of these guys. Like I got a total of 4 fronts that look like this and 4 rears that look like that, made by JBL. I have a lamp outage module, which is very hard to find, so if you have an Explorer that needs a new one, you should come to me because the dealership charges $80. I replaced mine with a dealership one, and I got it under a warranty, but it's been with me from Explorer to Explorer, so this isn't like a bad one. This is a new one. Yeah, here's the other set of speakers I was telling you guys about. I got car batteries over there. This Motorcraft one just came out of this Limited a little while ago, and it's pretty much new. In fact, I bet you it's still under like a warranty with the Ford dealer. But yeah, I got like switches, exhaust clamps, extra HID bulbs. These are 10,000 KH1s, brand new in the container. So let me know if that's something that interests you. I got corner lights, factory only. I got headlights, factory only. Tail lights, factory only. I got all this stuff. So let me know what you're interested in. And I also have I still have an 8-inch subwoofer, and I have the factory JBL 6.5-inch sub, which still works upstairs. And I'll keep you guys posted if I put anything else up for sale. But right now, I think that's it. I'm gonna go get to packing a box for some guy who ordered stuff from me through YouTube. And the people who order stuff from me, I'm gonna encourage them to write reviews on me so you guys can see how like reliable I am. I'm not gonna take your money and run. You guys know who I am, so you know it's not worth it for me. But yeah, that's that little vacuum I got from Target for $5 too. It's a really cool thing. It was like one of those after Christmas sales. But yeah, enough of me going on about stuff that you don't need to know about. Peace out, guys.